Hi, this is Lance, and in this lesson we're going to go over your credit score. Now your credit score is a number, a value from 300 to 850. And this is a number that the banks or the credit companies use to rate you as a debt risk. In other words, how likely you are to pay back your credit or debt obligations. So the higher the number, closer to 850, the better you are as far as lower risk. So you're more likely to be offered loans, qualify for loans, get lower interest rates, and the lower the value, the higher the risk. So you may not qualify for certain items, or if you do, you're going to pay a higher interest rate. So you always want to get your number as high as possible. Next, this number is calculated by a secret formula. They don't really reveal what the formula or algorithm is, but it's managed by 3 different credit bureaus. And they are TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Each of them calculates the number a little bit differently, but it's pretty similar. And when you are rated, what your credit score is, they'll generally what they call reconcile, which is look at the middle value. So let's say you have a 650, a 675, and a 700. They're going to consider you a 675 credit score. Now, its credit score is made up of all your different debt obligations. So for every different credit card, every different car loan, every different mortgage, it's going to have its own credit rating, and those are all taken into consideration, along with how long you've had this credit, what your payment history has been, how much you owe. For example, your debt to available credit. So let's say you have a $10,000 limit. If you owe $5,000, that's much better than if you owe $8,000. So. Now, after you go through a traumatic financial event, let's say bankruptcy or debt settlement, which is what we talk about here on this site, you are going to probably have a lower score. So once you get to the other end of the tunnel, what you want to do is start rebuilding that score as soon as possible. The best way to do that is to apply for some new credit cards. They're going to have low limits, something like $250, $350, $500, and then you're going to start using them. And now you're not going to pay off the total balance every month. You want to carry a balance, and what this does is it starts to build some payment history, and it's going to help you to improve your rating. There's a lot of misconceptions out there about your credit score. Some of those are, you don't want to get a lot of credit inquiries when you're looking for a house. Actually, that's taken into consideration. So when you're shopping for a mortgage, multiple credit inquiries or credit hits is actually not that bad. Also, some people say you don't want to move your balances around because that's bad, and that's not what I've found to be true. I regularly have moved my balances around from zero-interest cards to different zero-interest cards just to reduce the interest payments that I'm making. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is why they make this credit score public. Again, it plays into your psychology. Somehow, we all want to keep a high credit score beyond saving money and paying low interest rates. But there's really no reason that they need to release this publicly. They can have this rating of you. You essentially know where you're at. But the credit bureaus and the banks, they see an opportunity to make money there. It also gets you to buy in a little bit more. You have to pay for your credit scores from each of the 3 bureaus. And so it does get you to buy into the whole credit system, the whole credit scoring system, and become, an active player. And of course, like I mentioned in another video, it's their objective to keep you in the credit system, and the credit score is a great way to do that. So, in the next video, I'm going to talk about credit rating and how it differs from credit score. Thanks.